Fran is a character who's involved with a man she's in love with who is unavailable to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I, of course, have no idea what that's like.
Of course not. We're not going there. I got the
No.
notes. Ixnay on the
Ixnay
Eye
on
that
the-
life pray. Go ahead.
I, I don't know what that's like. So, and she's also depressed, but I don't play her depressed until she actually tries to take her life. And I know a lot of people who deal with depression, which I wrote about a little bit in my book.
Which I loved, A Little Bit Wicked.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
You're welcome.
you have practically a whole chapter.
I know, that's why I loved it so much.
I so get it.
Yeah.
But I can relate to this character. And I looked at it as a time for me to heal. And also, I do get to sing some great songs.
Yeah, what are you singing in
Say
that?
a Little Prayer.
Oh!
The House is Not a Home.
Oh, my goodness.
Shut it down, right?
Right.
Knowing When to Leave. And my favorite, which is I'll Never Fall in Love Again with the guitar.
Wow.
So the score itself was great for me to do. But the part has been, not everybody wants to see Kristin play sad
Yeah.
or be hurt.
Yeah.
But guess what?
You're a person.
I'm a
You're not
human.
only peppy and adorable and happy.
Tell the people what I look like right now. I
Beautiful.
just rolled out of bed.
Can
Well,
I just say, look at you, honey.
Rosie.
Do you own a mirror? Look at you. As Vivi says every time she sees you, Mommy, that's what I'm going to look like, right? I'm like, that's right,
Do
honey.
you know how happy that makes me?
Yeah.
My parents still talk about them coming into my dressing room at Wicked and like playing with Maddie, my dog, Madeline Chenoweth, and like me giving them chocolate and her like just staring at me and me looking at her. She really could be my child.
She really could. And she totally watches every single thing. People say, you let a 7-year-old watch Glee. I couldn't keep her from it if I wanted to.
How do you? I understand that.
Yeah, she loves it.
And also, anything you don't understand, even as a kid, for me,
Yeah.
like I would see even plays and be like, I remember when I saw Chorus Line, and I'm in the Bible Belt in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember like the naughty like tits and ass song.
Right.
I just remember the entertainment.
Yeah,
That's what I remember.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
I wanted to do it.
right. That and
So-
she wants to do it
Right.
for sure.
She does.
Oh, yeah, she told me. And I said, Annie's coming back to Broadway, honey. By the time that you are 9 or 10, it's going to be on Broadway. And if you want to be in that, you're going to have to start working now.
What'd she say?
She's like, would you be in it? I said, if you want to be in it, I will be Miss Hannigan, and you can be one of the orphans. What do you think? She's like, well, let me think about it for a couple days. I have to make a little call to Bernie Telsey, who's casting it. I don't know. Say, I'm available if you'll put my daughter in the chorus.
Okay, can I just say though how great you'd be,
I would love to be Miss Hannigan. Are you kidding me?
Rosie?
Dorothy Loudon, I saw her do it, and it was like, there's a role for me.
Rosie.
I want to do it.
I did the movie with Kathy Bates.
I know. I actually, they talked to me about that, but I had that
I
TV
know.
show at the time.
I remember.
You and Alan Cumming.
You should. I've decided you have to do this.
Okay, can you call someone and talk?
I think you have a little bit more power than me.
Hello. I don't know if you're familiar with my vocal range.
But you know what? Miss Hannigan doesn't have to be
right. She
you
can
know,
scream it.
Maria Callas.
Right, and God knows I've been practicing that score since I got the Red Album in 1975. Little girls everywhere. I'm gonna growl like that too.
You can do this
Yeah,
part in
you
your
think so?
sleep.
All right,
Yes.
all right.
It's actually something. I'm gonna say this. This is no joke. I think you were born to do that. You should do that part.
Okay, Kristin's from your mouth, Tony Emmy winner. Do you have a Grammy yet? Can I ask you that?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay. How did it feel when you won the Emmy?
I was in complete shock
You
because
were.
my show was canceled.
I know. Why was it canceled?
Rosie,
How does this happen?
Rosie,
How do you win the Emmy and they cancel your show?
haven't you been
In showbiz.
business?
I've
in
been
this
a little,
business?
yeah, all right. I don't know why I asked that.
I don't either.
take
That's
it
a
back.
rhetorical.
I take it back. Take it back. But that should not have been canceled. You were beyond adorable
Thank you.
in that show.
I loved it because I got to play funny and heartbroken, and she was she was a little bit of a loser, the kind of girl that she couldn't get the guy she loved, and she had to work for him, and I don't know. I loved her. I loved working with the dog, and the pig. I worked with a lot of animals in that show, but anyway, I don't understand why it was closed.
And was it heartbreaking for you?
Yeah, because we got the slow no, I call it.
Which is?
Well, we didn't really get told at the end of second season that you're done. So we went away for Christmas, and we were like, we'll see you maybe. Bye, love you. Maybe I'll see you in a month.
Yeah, not good.
And then I happened to be on the lot for ADR or something, and I saw them tearing down our set.
No. That's how you found out?
Well,
Kind of.
I kind of.
You put it together.
I was like, I connect the dots.
Yes, right.
You do bleach your hair, but it's
Yeah.
not that hard.
Got it.
So
Yeah.
it was sad.
That's the part of showbiz that people don't really get to know, that, you can be doing a great show that's a big hit, successful, and creatively, reviewed really well, and win the Emmy for it. And still, ta-da, trapdoor, showbiz,
But
boom.
but you know what? What's interesting? When I won the Tony, we closed a week later.
Really?
Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Isn't that funny?
it was.
Both of those shows. In fact, I didn't think I'd win because we were done.
You didn't think you would win for Charlie Brown?
I didn't think I'd win for.
Excuse me, what did Rosie O'Donnell tell you? Kristin Chenoweth, what did Rosie O'Donnell tell you before the Tony
You
Awards?
told me I would win.
And I also told you to change your goddamn clothes. Put on a nice dress. You're like, I don't have enough time. I'm like, it's a quick change. We will get you people.
And then you got Bobby and
I got
everybody.
Bobby, and you changed her, and time for you to win. I knew you were going to win.
I don't know how you knew that, but
I will tell you why, and it probably is hard for you to hear, but it's kind of a once-a-generation kind of talent you've got, honey, that when you are on a stage, it's impossible to take your eyes off of you. Like, it's impossible, Kristen. It's like you radiate something that's, like, magnificent and unique, and I don't think I've ever seen, but with the exception of possibly Christine Ebersole, but it's a different way because, she's that tall drink of
I love
water
her.
and so gifted, right?
Yes.
But the same kind of thing. When she's on stage, I look to her, but you on that show, you were like the sun. Honey,
That is so nice of you.
it's just the truth.
Thank you.
How's your mother? She good? I know she had a little battle with breast cancer, right?
She did. Hi, Mom. I love you.
Hi, Mom. I love you too.
She loves you so much.
It's so mutual.
She just loves you. She has had breast cancer. She has. What was tough is she had the double mastectomy, and then she got staph.
I had that.
What?
Remember?
That's right. I knew
Almost
that.
died. Horrible. With my hand. Remember? Look, it still doesn't go down.
Oh my God.
But that's very dangerous. She had it where she had the mastectomy wound.
Yeah, and she had a
Wow.
constant
Port.
Yeah. Oh, you know. And so I was doing Pushing Daisies, and for 6 months she had it.
Aye.
But then now she just had recently. She's all cancer free. She just went
Thank
from
God.
Andy Anderson. They gave her the cancer free sign, and now she blew her. She's had one knee surgery. She's gonna have to have another look. One day I said to her, "Oh, do you just ever wanna? Are you just so tired of it all?" She says, "Yeah, it's hard getting older and blah, 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 blah." And I said, "But I'm selfishly, Mom, you have to be here because I need you. And I haven't gotten married, and I may adopt a child someday. And you have to, I'm selfish, and you can't give up ever." And I think one of the best examples of that is the reason they adopted me is because she had cancer then. She had melanoma right after Wicked, when you guys came. She had melanoma on her nose, and she had a surgery called the flap surgery.
What?
Which is where they made a new nose out of her forehead, and it had to be connected. Sorry for those of you who have a weak stomach. It had to stay connected for 4 months, and then she got breast cancer.
Aye.
So it's like, why does God let these things happen? Why? I was just with a bunch of family from Extreme Makeover, Home Makeover yesterday with a woman who adopted 6
The Down syndrome
yeah.
kids.
Yes.
And okay, this is a story you're not going to believe.